and ended up 11th fastest ahead of Sergio. Well, hello everyone and welcome to the Friday recap. Now today we are going to look back on what was a frustrating Friday for the teams and drivers, as drivers struggled with a surface that had little to no grip whatsoever, particularly at the start of the action after a resurfacing less than a month ago. So before we go into today's report, make sure you check out the RaceWeek website at raceweekblog.com. Follow us on Twitter at raceweek_show, and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel for more RaceWeek content. Without further ado, let's talk about what went down at Istanbul Park today. So, free practice 1 got underway and drivers found absolutely no grip, with Max Verstappen likening the circuit to an ice rink when he went out on the circuit. There were many drivers that came a cropper. Valtteri Bottas twice, first at the first corner and then at the chicane at turn 9. And also Charles Leclerc came a cropper where he hit a bollard on the exit of turn 13 that's on the entrance to the pit lane, which brought out the red flags as the bollard was put back in place. And also we saw Pierre Gasly have a bit of a spin at the first corner, but despite likening it to an ice rink, it was Max Verstappen who did top the session ahead of his teammate Alexander Albon, a Red Bull 1-2 in practice 1. Then it was Charles Leclerc in third ahead of Pierre Gasly in fourth. Sebastian Vettel was in fifth place ahead of Danny Kvyat in sixth, Lando Norris in seventh, and Antonio Giovinazzi in eighth. Then you had Valtteri Bottas in ninth with Esteban Ocon in 10th. Nicholas Latifi is said to enjoy the slippery conditions. He was 11th fastest ahead of the 2 racing points of Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll. Roman Grosjean was 14th ahead of Lewis Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen, Kevin Magnussen, Daniel Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz and George Russell. Carlos Sainz actually stopped out on track towards the end of the session. As you can see, it's quite a jumbled up order, which is to be expected for a session which simply consisted of teams and drivers getting used to the track and a track that was rubbering in. Therefore, it was practice 2 that saw the more relevant running. But still, the track did not have as much grip as the drivers would have wanted at the end of the session. So, it was a frustrating day, but Max Verstappen once again topped the session ahead of Charles Leclerc in second place. Valtteri Bottas was in third ahead of his teammate Lewis Hamilton, who could clinch the title this weekend. Alexander Albon was around a second off Verstappen in fifth, ahead of the 2 AlphaTauris of Danny Kvyat and Pierre Gasly. Both used the medium tyre in the morning session, whilst everyone else used the hards. But in the afternoon session, it was all kind of more equal. So really good pace from the AlphaTauri. In 8th place, you had Sebastian Vettel ahead of Lance Stroll in 9th, and Lando Norris rounds out the top 10. In 11th, you have Sergio Perez ahead of Esteban Ocon, Antonio Giovinazzi, Carlos Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo, a disappointing session for him, Kimi Raikkonen, George Russell in 17th. the car looked like a monster through turn 8. Then you had Romain Grosjean, Nicholas Latifi, Kevin Magnussen with Nicholas Latifi rounding out the field. But once again, the track had not rubbered in as much as the drivers want, which means that going into tomorrow, it's going to be quite... The track is still not going to be up to speed, and how up to speed is it going to be by the time of qualifying? So a lot of drivers were very disappointing. They were looking forward to going around this incredibly fast circuit, but they said that the new surface has ruined it. And also, what effect is this going to have on tyres? It seems that the soft tyre was degrading quite a lot throughout the session. That the soft tyre was really starting to degrade. And so tyre usage is going to be interesting tomorrow. But that is it for the quick Friday update. As I said at the beginning, make sure you visit the RaceWeek website at raceweekblog.com. Follow us at RaceWeek_show on Twitter. And make sure you subscribe to this channel for more RaceWeek content. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for the qualifying day recap. Goodbye.